There's a couple of names that will definitely stand out. So let's get into this. So we are starting off in the west, and we're heading all the way to the east. If I see a Gatka field ending, I'm sad. If I see the field ending above Fairy Pier, I'm also sad. Give me something. Where would I like it to end? I'm trying to think of what would be a nice ending. Oh, I do like Millie. We haven't seen a single Millie circle.
Nope. I'd very much like it to happen.
I'd love that. Okay, so the one things we do need to look out for is TSM and their drops, right? Because they become target number one. So far, no one's too close by. DA's going to the normal spot. No one's really doing too much different. Liquid, normal spot. Beyond that, it doesn't look too different. It's all looking par for the course.
It's just a matter of waiting and see where the circle comes in, to be honest with you, at this point. See what it offers up. It's going to be, yeah, it's just one of those moments where you can't really call anything, just given how the circumstances and the position. It all comes down to the circle. I mean, I hope it's Miller. It would just set this game on fire and just set the competition and just kind of finish it off how we'd want it to be. See everyone just steamboating across now over the bridges. Okay, it's not...
Similar to...
yeah, it's not too dissimilar and kind of identical what we've had before.
Give me a Mills of Power ending. Oof.
Who's in a good position then up at the top? We've seen Liquid do wonderful things off this previously, getting inside decent compounds, but now other people will also have that information. It's almost identical. So you have to think the mistakes that you made before, what do you change up? What do you adapt on?
Honestly, do you know what my mind instantly went to is, do you remember yesterday, not FaZe, TSM looked kind of like weirdly scared in the way they were playing. Like they had this like weird mentality almost. It didn't seem like their normal confident selves. So I'm looking at them to see how well they approach this now that they're the ones leading the way, right? There's a different kind of pressure to play a normal game when you're tip top of the lobby, right? It's a different kind of approach mentally. So for them, that's going to be the big one for me. And obviously, Breaks turned up in chat as soon as TSM are doing well. He's like, hey, guys, do you remember me? Come watch my stream. You should watch your stream. It's a really good time. I normally just lurk there because I feel like I have to talk to people if I start, chatting away. But it's a good stream. Check it out. But speaking of TSM, I want to see how they do in this because considering yesterday, I felt they were a little bit too hesitant. Today, totally different beast. But when you have that, target on your back, it's very easy to fumble that. Now, Liquid, the second team down, right? They're the ones looking to chase this back up. They're in a position to do so. I mean, they could fight the hell out of this. They've got a lot of room to rotate in. They could lock into farm if they fancy doing the throwback, right? But I don't know.
All right. Let's kind of set the storyline here. Look at the tables, see who's doing what, see what's in grasping reach for certain teams. I've lost my scoreboard, so I'm going to stall and keep going slow until it actually reloads. There we are, we're done. TSM 96 points, Liquid 81, Northern Lights, DA 75 and 74, 73, 71. We'll see Tornado Energy, Entropic, Raise Your Edge 70. Things get a little bit more difficult to be winning it out once you're below 7th place. It's very tough at the top. 15 points clear, TSM has a good buffer. But they are far away from the circle, and they are playing off of that scrappy Watertown, Atlanta, Sunken, Venice, whatever you want to call it, area. Circle, unfavorable to them. The main compounds that we've seen perform pretty well on this circle, they are on that more western edge of the circle. The farm complexes, the garages. You can already see M-Force is doing exactly identical maneuvers what they did before. This time, DA has been quicker. Raise Your Edge, simultaneous compounds as previous. Might fare better this time round for DA if they can get themselves a better compound. Liquid, quick off the attack, quick off the loot scenario. Jimbo, front and center. If he goes down, benefit is the other three can feed the information. Remember last time with Entropic, they pulled up on teams and they killed them on transition. They have the opportunity and the chance to do the same again.
They scare me a little bit, right? There's such an unknown quantity in this, and they're willing to fight everyone. Oh my god. Oh no, they found James.
Oh dear.
Jamesy, run. James, this is scary. These guys are your wild card. They've come into this, they've popping tires on bikes, ripping people off it. They're fighting everyone. It's a style that we haven't seen in a while. It's shaken up the lobby for sure, which I'm happy to see, but now if you poke the bear, you're going to get the claws, right? Now, if you're going to tussle with Liquid, you better be ready for what's going to come back at you. Now, this will slow down Liquid, though. They didn't want this to be the situation. It looked like they wanted to carry on, get to their spot, and play it out normally. Farm's still open, still available if they feel like it's this side that they want to stick on. Again, though, time's ticking. Even though we're 5 minutes in the game, a lot of the best spots are already going to have teams around it.
Yeah, that's the biggest issue, right? I mean, thankfully, the exact replica compound in front of them is open once again. That's the saving grace. It's only a minor slowdown. Jimbo has to use a couple of meds, maybe a stim. They should be scouting out that compound. That's initially why they've not just rushed it. They will set up on the hillside, take a peek at it, make sure it is clear for them to enter, and then they will go. So stalled for now, certainly. Nail up falling, that's not good. Not for Raise Your Edge, not in the position, especially when you've got a top fragger like Nail up falling early. He is safe, or at least I think he's safe. Down the hillside, smokes will go up. They'll be able to grab it. Lepovka's getting hot. Not really sure why. You don't want to be getting pinned in on the coastal side. It's a bit weird, but whatever works for you boys, it's fine. TSM, outside of the circles still. Playing the long game, playing the late game. It has been working for them thus far. Previous round with 2 players alive to get the win. That's a huge, huge achievement. And it only kind of states even more so why they're deserving of that 15-point gap.
I get nervous if they leave it too late, though, Rich. I get nervous because so why do we not like teams playing edge games? Well, because hard shifts aren't something that you can bank on, right? If that goes south, if that goes to Milta, TSM ain't getting near it, right? Like, you can play it as late as you want. We all know that TSM classically loves being in the blue, but it's a little tricky. Liquid working their way further forward. We are seeing a little bit of an engage over towards the Harry Potter Tower, and yeah, Liquid have decided, well, we're going to go onto the east side of the road, but we're not going to go too much further. Everyone's congregating around the same similar area we just saw, really, just kind of around south of, I see it, don't worry, I see it, just south of Shelter, and towards kind of, around, I guess, prison area. Now, Northern Lights, they're taking their time too. They're taking their sweet time.
It's the CIS rotation.
Yeah, it really is, actually.
We've seen this one before from players from that region who just like to opt to, you know what? Safety on the opposing side. So Texas, Novka, Spyros thought, well, you know what? We'll try and get some free loot as well. Why not? Maybe try and find a cheeky level 3 best. Instant confirmation. We said Liquid needed to frag out. It has begun. First body will be found. First point put in the pocket. Raise Your Edge has got a little bit too close for comfort, though. They've gone much deeper as what they did previous. Where is TSM? Ansvar, zoom out. Are they up by Yaznaya? Have they gone for... Oh, boy. Okay.
See, but this is why I don't like them doing this stuff.
Yeah, this is where it gets a little bit scary.
Them, right? We'll sit there and go, oh, it's fine when it shifts north because they took a random chance. So, I don't like it, Rich.
I get it, and I understand why, and I agree with you to some extent. I suppose the only benefit and the positive side to that is that because of the amount of water that's in play, you're expecting this to come with you. You're playing the numbers, you are playing that edge and banking on it coming your way. Yes, I agree. But with how much water in it, I think it's a calculated risk to take, and it's a good risk to take.
Bullshit.
Mansion's completely... What?
Bullshit. Bullshit. It's playing scared, and you're being nice because they're winning.
I don't know. I think it's the decent play. I think it's a passive one. They've got 15 points to play with, so why not take the time? Because you leave room for... How many times have we seen teams in that first place position whiff it in that last round because they do something exactly like this when suddenly it does not go their way? Because everyone else in the lobby seems to think it's going to be pretty close to Lumberyard around that marker. Okay, still a bit of water in there. They've got to keep going down. Now, what compounds do they have available? They've got... not much in the north. Yes, they could slot in southwest, but they have no idea of it because they've taken so long. They have no idea of the landscape. We see it time and time again. You can play a passive game, you can play a safe game, sure, but there's a degree in which you still have to push it, right? You still got to play it. Liquid, 2-2ing it up. See, this is a bit more brave, a little bit more brazen. They've got some chasing to do for sure. Raise Your Edge, centralized. We still have, yeah, where is Northern? Ooh, they've come across the bridge and in some fashion. You thought you could slot in there? You come up across the bridge, you're like, yeah, we'll take one of the nice compounds on the road. No, get away, down to farm. You've got to kind of work out what the tier is here, right? Like, what's the prize possessions? This is still pretty thoughtful. Tornado Energy. They're like, all right, you want that? Fine, we'll let you have it, but we'll let you know we're nearby. I think they just go farm. They take it. They've been gifted it. There's no one else there. Don't Don't get too greedy and overstep boundaries. Just reconsolidate yourself, get together, which is what they kind of are doing on the hillside, but Deep has got an open run to make. I will throw into this question what you've been touching on and how this kind of unfolds. I suppose you can look to the latter game where Eleganton almost did the same thing. They played passive, they played edge, they arrived, and lo and behold, ENCE just battered them. That is a very, very realistic thing to happen for TSM. Especially if Eleganton as a team we're actually speaking about, funnily enough, decides to set up shop somewhere on that northern edge of the circle.
Yeah.
TSM have now split into this 4-man stack. Vasco is not having the best of time, or it's certainly Omakan are not having the best of time with vehicles. Jempty's also gone down. It looks like ENCE are going to capitalize on this and maybe jump onto them. Nope. Nade goes off. Tried to get the pull-up for the res. Gets shot at and scared away. DA also... He got dinked out of the back. Oh, my word.
Eesh.
He one-tapped him at the SK. Where's that from?
I don't know. That's a
spicy shot.
spicy meatball. Now, luckily for TSM, they've slowly slithered their way close to the circle. We're rolling back the years. They can find compounds around here. They're fine for this point. Again, they just need to keep themselves safe late game. I don't mind it. I mean, I don't like the idea. I don't like the theory behind it. I think it's too passive. But I don't know. I think there's a balance, which, you know, they're a better player than I am, right? So hopefully they know what they're doing and I don't get proven right. That's the whole point. FaZe finding EIQ. And these guys had been doing quite well for themselves. They've kind of slithered their way a little higher up. Uh-oh, K-Mine's found Shiv. Is that a flush too? No, that goes to El Giganton. If Liquid wanted to do this, they need big points, right? It's big points. There's no small portion in this. They need a really, really big game. So keep that in the back of your minds. If you see knocks, that's great, but you need the flushes to get those points in the bag.
Certainly could have been one they could have done with stealing for that, with how many is actually needed. Tornado Energy are playing a bit of a fun game, going for a 2-2 and holding Northern Lights inside of the farm. I suppose in the bigger picture, it wouldn't do too much damage. We know the circle should be going up towards the north. Marco's down. Wookie finds him at distance, and this again plays off the back of the farmland garages through Milter. Circle centralizes, avoids the water. Most people safe. Now it unfolds and unravels the situation which you were talking about, Lauren. Where did TSM go? This is almost an identical circle. Remember, ENCE held that main road, the channel that came in where Eleganton hit them, and they all died. They're now playing the exact same scenario, which you said could very well happen. They have to press a compound, or they are camping and playing edge all game.
I mean, the thing is, TSM obviously didn't have the easiest start in this. They need to just scout. So this is the time when you have to scout so well. So this is it. You've got to find a safe place to go to. You have to play it smart, but with longevity. Tixu gets the knock towards Sixmo and the flush, and now they're going to try and push DA down. This is hard for DA to hold. This position isn't good. They're trying to reinforce it. I see Smash and Metralius in the back lines trying to get closer, but they've been warded off as well. ENCE have seen this coming.
Down in 12th. Be a tall order. How are you alive? Well, not for long anyway. Just pressed it in. Squeak says, thank you very much. Get out of the compound, or get out of the little Harry Potter even. This is mine for now. TSM in the vehicles, which suggests they're going to rotate round to Vard's position, but it's under fire. You can see Unity have eyes on the prize. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Tornado Energy are heading this way. This could be a clash of the Titans. Two teams that are lingering on the top spot. TSM number 1, Tornado Energy down in 5th. Both of them looking for frags. And we've already seen with Tornado Energy, they're not scared to push teams like Northern Lights. They're going for one of the main compounds. This could be deadly. Where did TSM go? Raise your edge. Tornado Energy, Northern Lights. This is kind of wacky and wild. I really have no idea where they'll be setting up shop.
Nah, I don't think TSM know either. They might just have to crash something, anything at this point. Small pieces might open up for them. Into shelter. They've somehow managed to get over here. That is really risky, and it's worked out, I want to say. Just because Raise Your Edge, you're having the... Vex, no, what are you doing? Vex is a monkey. There's a monkey hiding around. Don't do this.
Get in the car and back up. He ain't scared. I'll give him that. He's turning and facing the problem that's been handled towards him. Hey, it was a good... I'll give him credit where credit's due. That's a good rotate to get in there. You could say it's a little bit lucky.
I hate this risky play, right? I hate it. I like to play safe odds. I like to play it when, you know, it's that risk reward value. That how did they just get past sending it past TE, Northern Lights, Liquid, ELG, Razor Edge, Unity, and DA potentially? It's like they just slotted in. I did say, yeah, it needs good scouting, and maybe that's what they've done. That had to be really good scouting to get them safely in there. I think it is also a portion of luck, but look at Orange. He's getting over there too. ELG are getting interested, but this position, where is Fex off to?
Where'd they go in? Marika's fallen. Unity's here at the door. What's going on? That's the initial one. Vard now put onto red alert. Nades will go down if they land inside. Vehicle's been taken away. Orange will flush. Fex has disengaged from the rest of the roster, which has left them open. There's a gap in the armor. If these other teams see this, they'll try and capitalize on it. 15th place is still very viable and very possible for TSM if they're not careful. They're now split as well. Vard's disconnected from the rest of the roster. I don't really know what happened there.
I mean, technically they should be fine because they're in the circle, but it's again, it's that like that risk of, well, you just really put up these kind of curious spots, and for what gain? Liquid looking on at this, seeing a couple of knocks towards TSM. They're probably laughing. Now look at the pull-up. We've got another team coming in towards Shelter.
Oh.
Now this time ELG fends them back. They've got the angle on that. The car made it, the player didn't. Norkis is the one to do it. And now, again, another car rolling down the hill. Norkis, though, rolling up. Nades are coming. Oh! Bye-bye, El Giganton. I thought you guys might have had it, but Raise Your Edge working their way through the bottom lines as well, like a thief in the night, stealing away their hopes here.
They was just tunnel vision. That is a fantastic maneuver. A pincer maneuver from the backlines from Raise Your Edge. That is a really, really good play to slowly progress underneath within the shelters and then strike them at the correct time. Yeah, that's a big play. But it also now causes even more problems for TSM because they know that underneath them is not safe. They can't really go down into the tunnels because then they have to take a fight. But eventually it might be the only way to go. It might be the only possible option because we have Tornado Energy still lingering in the distance. We move over to Prism for now, and we'll look at a fight that's been backbuilding for quite some time. Adepts and Ents, they've known each other's presence for a while. A couple of shots here and there transferred and shared back and forth. The Giants of Sunday, it's not been their Sunday, but they have turned up unannounced from this position. Moving out of Lumberyard, there's a lot of teams that could be damaged here by FaZe's approach. Have they been seen, though? I'm seeing Tempest members looking this way. I wonder if they know.
Gustav, eyes locked. Somebody's gone down. That's Ents getting into it. Remember, all the teams around that top 6 all vying for this. Now, Fex did just find Spyro, so I'm wondering what's happening if Fex has just gone down. Where is this TSM fight? How has this happened? Did Northern Lights just send it into them? I think they did. So TSM are getting points here, keep in mind. It's not the worst thing in the world. Fex might even be able to be picked up. Now, the nade doesn't quite make it over. If it did, maybe there could have been some damage. Batulins is now in that position of just trying to stay alive, I can imagine. Nice nade again, doesn't get down Fex. They should be able to get the pickup. Raise Your Edge, if they're feeling real spicy, could push underground, maybe do some damage. But again, for them, they want placement points. They want to start doing more for themselves. But this is getting real heated here. The Southeast is going to kick off soon. Tempest holding back FaZe, Adepts, and such and so on. Northern Lights almost extinguished TSM from this lobby, but still they hold on to this. FaZe now getting the back and forth fight going. Tempest losing one as well. They are already knocked. There could be a reviver as FaZe. That's not the case. They can't get Uber back really in the blue. It's not going to be a really winnable situation for him. He's going to have to just kind of accept his fate.
Decent nade right under his feet. Doesn't realize it is walking back. Probably would have had his sound taken away. Due to the smoke nades being up, they arrive out of the blue, unannounced and on time. FaZe the devastating force when it has been delivered. Tommel, will he see the heal going off here? He knows by the flames. Fuzz goes down in the blue. Liquid has turned up to the party though. Now this could be the points that they needed.
Yeah, here comes the cleanup crew. They need this clean though, keep in mind. They can't really lose out on players here. Tornado get the confirmation as well. So Liquid are looking for points. 4 kills already, not bad. And now they need more. Adepts goes down. Now there's slowly not that many kills to be had here, and they've lost out on circle position, so they need to keep that in the back of their minds. But you can see they want this. They're playing an aggressive game. FaZe gets eliminated. Liquid are doing what Liquid needs to do. They need to be careful to not lose out too much here. And again, it closes on Shelter. TSM are in a good position. They are still head of the bunch. They've been very lucky to get away with this, but there's so many teams close by, but they're still alive. We're down to 11 teams. If they keep staying alive, they should be fine.
I suppose we have to keep an eye now on Liquid and how they make it into this one. Tornado's position makes this so much more difficult. It wouldn't be unfair not to. It's do or die for them. If they get into this, maybe they can fight it out. Tornado will hold them at range. That's a good knock. Will we get the full push on this? In theory, from Liquid, there is only one viable option here, and that gets stuck in. They have to move now. On that knock, it's going to be so quick and so executed unless they're waiting. Oh, there's another team behind him. Is that Entropic? Oh, if they come down with Raging Thunder, this is going to cause all kinds of problems to Liquid. And
that's Mixi getting tagged up. Rizzy's found Dogster, so that's Tornado Energy diving in. Now Ibby's going to knock Novik, but there is still at least a player alive. I think it's Hawk off in the distance, yes. So they still don't get the points for this just yet. That's lingering in the back of their minds. They need all these points and they want to get them. They know that if they can't cross, they need a lot of points, and there it is, right. How do we get into the circle? We've secured this side, but is that enough? Tornado Energy still on their feet, still fighting. Kind of makes it hard for them to go in this way. So where are they going to go here?
They might be able to hit that crit, to be honest, and use it as a point to defensive lines. Put a vehicle in and just hope for the best. They have... Oh, this is where the circle ended previously. So they can play off the back of the vision that will be obscured by the ridge line and use the rock in the middle to their advantage. Pile the vehicles up. They've got themselves a little bit of a bunker. ETG head to toe against Ents. We go. 3 kills in the bag, and they really nothing else to lose. So you might as well crack on and have some fun. All this happens, we have our top 2 teams still in it currently.
Yeah, Monkey holding down below. This is crazy. We never see Shelter play. Wait, we actually gonna get a fight down here? Oh, this is the best. Roll your minds back. Do you remember when people just found Shelter when it wasn't on the map? When this was something completely unheard of? You got fights all the time. Gene's on the push. So look at this play from Liquid. We wanted to see this all-out fight, Rich. We're getting it. Taking down Diggory, gonna sweep their way forward, using this little plateau to keep people away from getting vision on them. They've got to be careful of the back, though. Tornado Energy could maybe see a little something. 30 seconds, keep your mind on the blue. They spot out more, they tag out more. Careful, K-Mind. A fine balance. He has no meds, I'm pretty sure, as well. So these guys are playing a very dangerous game here, Rich.
The Nade God himself will throw one out, but he does go down. Northern Lights have finally fallen, so that'll really hurt them in the league standings coming into this as 3rd. The final match, they kind of fell. Smokes are not available just yet for Jeans unless they can get him on that plateau. Maybe he is out of vision, because it's still, look at Example's angle. He's wanting to do damage here. Nades go down. That's initially in the tunnel, so that does more and holds ETG back for now. They know exactly where Liquid are, and this becomes a really dangerous position. Mexi doing Mexi things. Knocks 1. He's actually knocked 2. Gets the flush onto 1. Now they only need to find them. Inside the tunnel, the Molotov will go, and they're falling back as well. That could do so much damage.
Yeah, but we're seeing other teams now looking their way. Unity have gotten 1. There's the molly coming out. Marklov's gone down. They're burning alive. They should do damage. James has just fallen, though. Even with the molly coming in, they have to stay alive. Where are Liquid being shot from? They're having to make the run themselves. I don't think they can get back on their feet. This is huge play. Tornado Energy getting a good cross. Unity diving in on it, too. This is really, really harsh to see. If Liquid die here, the hopes and dreams are dashed. It doesn't matter. They have to stay alive. They have to still push towards late game. They've got the kills, and now they need the survivability. They are doing everything they need. Look at those points. 92. TSM on 97. This is the game we wanted, and now Liquid have to stay alive. They have to make the push. James goes down. It's 1 man against them. Can he just dismember all of Liquid himself? Yes, he's got 2. Oh my god, they can't take it down. If he wants this, he needs it, and he gets it done. But they've lost out in so much in the process. Can they recover any of these players? Or is someone lingering over that corner? I'm looking at an example. How close is he? Can he get eyes, or are they safe?
He's been holding this angle for a while. He's been walking and wandering. His teammate with him in hand, Melman, will continue the push now onto Orange. He will fall instantly. TSM downstairs. A couple of nades might get them a couple of kills. Do not forget that Vard has been lingering around and waiting for people to come down this tunnel. He's wandering up, and he's found the best team possible. He's annihilating the next victim. This was the team that he wanted to find, and he's finding them all. It's only Ibby last man standing, though. It isn't Mexi. Gets back on his feet. Very little up and over with the grenade. There's no support coming in, though. This is self-destruction for both of these top 2 rosters.
This is insane. Now they can recover. They should be able to get the revive here. No one else is close by. Vard went out on a limb to try and be the assassin, right? That was his job. Try and stop him because he knew they were getting close. Look at these points again. Circle coming in. Okay, Tornado Energy are quite close by to TSM. Are they above ground and below ground? Can we just see that real quick?
I think Tornado's at the door. The thing what we have to think about here, Lauren, is that because of the blue where they're blocked off, there is no entry point above ground for Team Liquid. They have to go under. They have to face off against TSM underground. I honestly do not think they can do the top run. This is going to be a fight for top spot in the tunnels. This is complete madness.
All right, let's keep in these.
DA and Raise Your Edge down there as well?
Everyone's down there, dude. That's how is she going to survive? Oh. God. I love to see it. This makes me so happy. Now, I want to keep in my mind how Tornado Energy look at. Oh my God, they're next to each other, dude. That's nuts. DA and Razor Edge are next to each other. Can we just get on board with Liquid so we can see their run, what they have to do here? Squeaky's about to walk down. I just want to see what side they're on. I haven't played in Shelter in a long time, and it's definitely looked different. Yeah, look at the caution. Getting the heals off. They need meds. They need everything. They're battered and bruised and broken, but they've got a lot of boxes to go their way. But you know what it's like clearing this. We've all played this game, right? We've all played this game down here. These angles are hard to clear. This is going to be a really mechanically exciting game because it's not just tactical now. You know, normally it's a bigger picture, a bigger landscape, rotations are there, you know, everything else. But this is purely going to be sometimes just purely like reaction games, right? This is going to be them just having to take these 1v1s. Now, what does Tornado Energy see? Did they just pop off a shot somewhere? Like, where are they?
Everyone's calming down for a second because they know what's on the line. Liquid, slow, and steady.
Are TSM holding that lower push?
I think they have to because they know who's up there. You know, there's nowhere else they can really go. If they do go further and deeper into it, I suppose that the issue for TSM is... the issue for TSM...
Wait, he stuck to the blue.
AB died to the blue. He got knocked, or at least he got tabbed up. Oh, what? Wait.
How did that happen? Did they try and run back up top?
Yes, the team inside. It's DA. DA, the Dream Killers. Oh,
if you ever wanted the fan bases to hate each other, that's how you do it. I think Liquid just fell short. I think they just fell short. They tried to avoid it. DA were holding down, and it's done for. I think TSM have pretty much done this. I don't think DA can even catch anyone either. I might be wrong, but Monkey takes down DA, avenging Liquid from afar, and Monkey's been waiting so patiently down here as well.
This is just manic. This has been just so chaotic, but so fun these last few games. The circles have been a little bit different. Monkey is flashbang. Push comes from Matrelius. Hands up in the air. Bit of body disrespect for good measure as well. And we'd have to say that this should be TSM's game and TSM's competition, but of course we let it play out. It's not over until it's over, and we have the final admin scoreboard up. But they're safe, they're down low, everyone behind them has fallen. And of course, the only team that would do it to Liquid, it'd have to be Digital Athletics.
DA little bad.
Oh, does it feels bad or does it feels good? I don't know. Depends which side you're on.
I don't know, dude. I'm feeling a lot of things right now. Like this, you get your hopes up. You see this crazy comeback. It could be like literally a point finish, and DA just had it like, we are prone and waiting for you. We are DA. Oh, dude, so Tornado Energy on top here and TSM down below. This is going to be one of those fun finishes. Unity and Tornado Energy are probably going to fight more than anyone else, and Enser up top as well. DA are down low. Is Squeaky up there? Yeah, so Squeaky's still up top as well, so it's a bit of a battle on two fronts.
Matrelius could actually get some good money for DA. Like, they were down in fourth. Let's not forget that Northern Lights went down. Liquid have gone out as well. Yes, they had an extremely big jump on the kill factor and on the points, but DA might steal third off of this. Matrelius is basically playing for money. Bex has opted to... How's he... Ooh!
Pepe hands. Pepe hands everywhere, dude. I don't know what's going on. Why are DA suddenly gods at just like holding down here? just ratting it out in the sewers, just absolute god tier plays. Fex is up top, at least he can't be found. This is ridiculous, 4 teams left, and it looks like I'm pretty sure we've seen everything come through. Fex is even fragging out right now, almost 100 points sitting towards TSM. DA, I mean, you could get to 80, but I don't think you're gonna catch any further than that.
Michelius will fall, but he's done the damage to many a team in here. Melman, another point goes the way of TSM. Wibble wobble. Fex has to deal with it. Winner, winner. The chicken dinner is there for Unity, but I think we know who the grand champions are this entire competition. 14 points for Unity. Probably won't seat them in the money bracket, but certainly what a wild state of affairs for our grand final game.
I love PUBG, man. This is some good shit, you know. Use that in highlight clips if you don't mind, guys. That's a roundup now. That was a really good game, genuinely from start to finish. I think that's what we wanted to see. We still wanted to see that chase, and it doesn't matter who stops it. Like, oh, the worst thing is there's a delay, right, to chat, and everyone's like feeling it, dude. They're like, Team Liquid will win this. They're coming back. God, Liquid, like they're all so hyped up. I'm so sorry. Like watching this from now, I can't wait to see just the sad face